Hey folks, well, I'm going to make a video about the high capacity magazine ban, or the possibility of one. So here we go. This is maybe going to touch on just the possibility of an assault weapons ban too. But basically, I want to talk mostly about the mags. So there's been a lot of talk about this obviously lately. I'm going to try and talk about something that I haven't really heard anybody mention yet that I thought about. So basically, people want to ban high capacity magazines, right? They want to limit them to no more than 10 rounds. A lot of states have already done this, most notably California, that I know of because I'm here on the West Coast. So I know California has already done that. The goal of this, of course, is to prevent criminals from having high capacity magazines capable of causing more devastation. Apparently, is what people think is going to be the problem. Is high capacity magazines equal faster, more devastation? I guess more dead people. Apparently, is what the problem could be. Personally, I think that you can still cause plenty of devastation with 10 rounds, and you can always pop another clip in and keep shooting. So I really don't see how banning them would help, even if it actually did get them off the street. The problem is, it won't get them off the street. If you ban high capacity magazines, it doesn't get rid of high capacity magazines. All it does is make the price go up. Okay? That's all that happens. It doesn't get rid of them. There are millions and millions and millions of these things. Alright? You're not going to get rid of them. You can't. It's not going to happen. What happens is all the ones that were manufactured before the ban get grandfathered in. Okay? They don't go away. Some people may have a preconceived notion that, if we ban high capacity magazines, that means they're all of a sudden gone. I think that's a pretty childish thing to think, and I hope nobody actually believes that, because it's just not going to happen. But apparently some people kind of act like they do think that. I think that's just a really naive thing to think. So, we try to get rid of narcotics. They're still around. They're not going anywhere. Same thing with high capacity magazines. I hate to relate it to that, but it's kind of the same deal. They're not going anywhere. Assault weapons or assault style weapons, they're not going anywhere. Okay, the ones that are out there, which are millions and millions and millions of them, they're here to stay, and people are going to hold on to them and keep them and hoard them. And they've been doing that for a long time. If you're not a shooter and you don't know anybody with guns, you probably don't realize that. But talk to people who own guns, and you'll understand better maybe. But so here we go. Some more thoughts on high capacity magazines. The price will go up, and what that does is not make it harder for criminals to get them. I know some of you say, oh well, the price goes up, then at least it'll be harder for criminals to get them. Well, criminals don't go out and buy these things. They steal them. Okay? So what happens when the price goes up is it hurts the consumer. That's all it does, is it hurts the consumer. It hurts the law-abiding citizen that wants to just go shoot their gun and can legally do so. And that's really all that happens. People say, why do you need 30 rounds? Well, you don't. But some people like to shoot a lot, and a 30-round mag is just more fun. A 10-round mag, you have to stop a lot more often, and people like to just keep shooting. I mean, it's more fun to be able to load up a big mag and be able to shoot at a target a little longer before you have to keep, stopping and loading. That's just, that's kind of how it is. They have magazines that you can pop the whole thing open and just speed load the whole thing and slide it back, and you're good to go. So I mean, it's about fun. That's all it is. I know people say, oh well, we should still ban them anyway. Well, why? What is it going to do? It's not going to get them off the street. It's not going to do anything. It's actually going to make it worse, and here's why. Like I said, already the price will go up. I already mentioned that about 4 times, I think. The price will go up. Okay, so that hurts consumers. That's it. Criminals actually benefit from this. Alright? Because what happens is they're more desirable for criminals to go steal. Alright, because criminals don't go buy guns, they steal them. And they don't go buy magazines, they steal them. What they buy is the ammo, alright, if they can't steal it. So, I mean, this is the dynamic between the black market of guns and the legal market of guns. This is what happens when you try to ban shit. The high capacity magazine ban is going to hurt consumers, if it happens. I hope it doesn't, but likely will happen. It's just going to hurt consumers and it's going to benefit criminals. It's going to give them more reasons to want to steal high capacity magazines. It's going to make it even more desirable to have one. It'll make the cool factor for criminals who think it's cool to have a badass illegal gun. It's going to make the cool factor go up, and it's going to make them want them even more. Okay? So it's a bad idea. I know you think, I hear people talk about it on the news, and they talk about it as if they know it's not going to work, but they want to do it anyway. They're like, well, we should do it anyway. Why don't we do it anyway, And it's just, here's why, It's going to hurt consumers, and it's going to make criminals want them even more. And it's going to make them more desirable for criminals to steal because they're worth more. Okay? Same thing with assault weapons. And, the fact is, somebody could pick off a ton of people with a bolt-action rifle, single shot. It's not required to have an assault weapon. It's just convenient because they're so popular. So many people own them because they're good guns. They're fun. The reason why you see Bushmasters and AR-15s and all this, all the different ARs being used in these mass shootings is because ARs are extremely common. They're out there. There are millions of them. Everybody has one. That's why you see that. And if you ban them, all those millions of people that have ARs are not going to get rid of them. They're grandfathered in. They're still going to be out there for criminals to steal. Okay? They're still going to be there. They're not going to go away. The price will just go up, and criminals will want to steal them even more. Same, just like I said with the magazines. So that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to cut this video now because it's getting a little long. So anyway, stuff to think about. Thanks.